Christmas the dance. Down. Watch these bands make her go crazy. Go ahead, show out for me, baby. I'm from Houston, so I keep a rocket on me. I ain't changing. I know this shit take patience, but sometimes I get impatient. I'm better when I'm chillin'. Please don't get me Kanye crazy. My life's a movie, cameras always rolling.
So if you need to secure your items, you can do it right here. Y'all gonna leave y'all food back here, and I'm gonna get the keys. Okay?
We going with the old social.
Yes, nothing bigger. Nothing bigger.
How y'all doing?
Good.
How y'all doing?
Good.
That's good. What's y'all mascot? Kangaroos. When I say good, y'all say kangaroos. Go.
Kangaroo.
Go.
Kangaroo.
What's good, y'all? It's your favorite Jim Rat Lifted with Tim, aka your favorite Jim Rat, aka your favorite Dreadhead, aka your favorite gamer, aka your favorite bowler, aka your favorite public speaker, aka your favorite South Carolina, aka your favorite Class Night Panther. And we here to talk to Contestant Elementary School today, man. And I'm really excited to be here. First and foremost, I want to give honor to God and my friend Miss Vivian for the opportunity to speak here. It's really a blessing to be here. I tell you, when I just walked in there to get the chairs, all the memories from being in elementary school, being in middle school, being in high school just flooded me. And you know, even though this conception of education isn't worth it, but I think it is, just because of those two men in the background right here. These two gentlemen right here care about y'all. So I never met them, but I respect them because they're taking an investment of their time, of their energy, of their careers, of their life into y'all. So that's a little bit about me. Go ahead, let my friend here introduce himself.
How y'all doing today? Y'all good?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so raise your hand if you can read. Raise your hand if you hate school. I'm John Elliott, also Dedrick Conway. I'm an author. Some of my books are out on the table. And just like Tim said, we're very big on education. We're also proud to be here and also serve the community. And last thing I want y'all to know is that we are here to help y'all and because y'all are the future.
Monkey's from an
Alright, I'm gonna tell y'all why Monkey D. Luffy is my favorite superhero. Because he commands the room. He ain't afraid of nobody. He'll stand up to anybody. And if you mess with his friends, now you gotta deal with him. And whoever he comes with. He's not afraid of anybody. Yes, he's been through a lot of hard things. Yes, he done. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but you know, he's been through loss. He's been through grief.
Yes.
But at the same time, he's conquered it. Who knows what Luffy's dream is? Right.
Be the king of the pirates.
There it is. There it is. Good man. Good man. That's why he's my favorite superhero, because he's not afraid of anybody. And that's the way y'all should walk through. You shouldn't be afraid of anyone. But all right, let's keep things moving.
And my favorite superhero is Goku. Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all know about Goku? Okay. He was the first Saiyan to do what?
To come to a Super Saiyan?
Yeah, there you go. Another thing about Goku always leveled up. He never stopped, and he won every time. That's the same way I am as a person. That's the same way I gotta be as an individual. You gotta, every time you get knocked down, you gotta get back up, you gotta keep fighting, you gotta keep on moving.
What's yours? Wait, okay, my fault.
Okay, with that same question. If money was no object, would y'all still want to do that dream job?
Yes.
All right, good. Right here.
My dream job is to be an author and a writer because, like, in reading, I really like how my teacher says how we have to do essays because I really like typing and writing and with my own words.
I love that. Right here, my man. Right here.
My dream is to work on computers and help people when they don't know how to fix things.
For sure, you want to serve people. All right. Raise your hand if your answer is different for the question, what is your dream?
Dream. Let's think about like wildest dreams, no limitations, doing whatever you like, talent.
My dream is to be a professional football player and to help people that don't have money.
Okay, right here. What's your dream?
My dream is to become an astronaut and to like get some like information about space.
So you want to go to Mars?
For sure. Two more. Well, I want to say, I believe in all of you all's dreams. I believe in all of you all. So, but the question is, do you believe in yourself?
Yes.
I want y'all to repeat after me. I believe. There we go. Right here. What steps do you need to take to become an astronaut? Do you know?
Take some tests.
Take some tests.
What do you need to do to become a baseball player?
Like I need to like practice as hard as I can and get conquered by scouts and everything.
Okay. Right here. What's your name? Jessica. Well, I want everyone to look at Jessica because she's the closest to her dream. You know why? Because she has somebody who's already done it. This man has written over 100 books.
Yeah.
Listen up.
No.
My dream.
Yeah, tell me your dream, bro.
My dream is to get the whole world reading again. So it's gonna take a lot, and it's not just something that's gonna happen overnight. It's also, at least for me, the reason why that's my dream is because reading is so fundamental and also changed my life. So if it changed my life, it can definitely change you guys. And you guys are the future. We need y'all reading now. And if you want to write books, you're gonna you have to read widely. You're gonna have to be able to think outside the box. You're gonna have to continuously do it every single day, even when you don't feel like it.
Even though we have two aspiring professional athletes in the room, everyone in this room is an athlete because there is no limit to what you can do. Don't limit yourself. Just because you're a football player doesn't mean you can't be an author too. Just because you're an author doesn't mean you can't be a softball player. Don't limit yourself. The world is yours. Take it. But are you going to limit yourself?
No.
Say I would not limit myself. I would not limit myself.
So for you guys, what's something that you guys learned today that you can apply to your own life?
Reading.
Mathematics.
Mathematics, okay. So for you, so how do you apply reading to your everyday life? You want a great hoodie.
Like, because they'll help me actually understand like the mechanics of doing something.
Okay, cool. So when you playing Fortnite, what are you reading?
The instructions of doing
Okay, cool. What about you? You got your hand raised.
Reading helps me understand when I'm like reading any type of book to understand or know the vocabulary of the word.
Okay, cool. What about you? How does reading apply to your life? Like, how can you use reading to help you with your everyday life?
I don't know.
You want to be an author? Okay, cool. That's cool. Tim, what you got? What's your point of view on it?
I'll say education is the foundation for learning. Okay? They tie it together because each day you're gonna learn something new. Each day is a new chance to absorb information. What you got yesterday in the classroom is going to be different from what you got today because that teacher has a curriculum he has to plan. Because everything is strategic. Everything. Life is a puzzle. Life is one big science experiment. I have a degree in applied mathematics. Daddy, what you got a degree in?
Communication and media studies.
Communication and media studies. But that's what's officially our degrees. I also have a artificial degree in kinesiology. I know how the body works. I also have a artificial degree in communication. I consider myself a decently public speaker, a decent communicator. I also have a artificial degree in history, but I don't have that. On my degree it says applied mathematics. But it took me to find the initiative, to take the initiative to actually say, hey, I want to learn more. Hey, I want to learn how to become a better baseball player. Hey, I want to learn how to become a better football player. How can I perform best? Because I know it's thousands of other kids in the world, millions of other kids in the world who want to do the same thing as me. What's going to separate me from the rest? How are you going to drive? Like, I know plenty of athletes, right? My cousin's right here now to this day, my very first cousin, he got named to be an All-American. Y'all know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means he got named to be one of the best athletes in the country. In the country. And guess what? He just got a full ride to go play D3 basketball. They finna pay him to play, not basketball, I'm sorry, to play football. Do you want that to be you? Say that will be me.
That will be me.
There you go. You gotta speak life into yourself. Say, hey, I know what my dream is. No one is going to stop me from achieving it. Only you can stop yourself. All right, next question. Give me some of y'all fears. What are y'all afraid of? Yes, sir.
Heights.
Heights, okay. Say it again, I can't hear you. Losing your best friend? Okay. We're gonna touch, we gotta touch on that one, for sure. Back in with pink jacket.
Losing my family.
Losing your family. And one more. Right here in blue.
Losing someone that I actually really love.
Losing someone you actually really love. You know, I'm glad people said that, because we actually, me and him had a conversation the other day. What's harder? And actually, I want you to answer this too, because you have a pretty decent amount of experience. What's harder? Losing a friend or losing a family member?
Losing a family member. Both.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Say it's okay to disagree.
It's okay to disagree.
Because that means you're thinking.
That means you're thinking.
So I'm gonna say I disagree, because I've been battling grief over the last few years. Like I said, I'm 23 years old, relatively young along my journey. And before I moved here from South Carolina, I lost my friend Daniel. It was rough, because I talked to him before coming here to visit Houston, and then prior to me moving here. But in June of 2023, I get a text from my homeboy saying, "Hey, Daniel's gone." Do y'all really know what was really going through my head? Like, oh nah, this is a prank. He's just a jokester. But it wasn't until reality set in that, like, dang, I just lost one of my closest partners. So that's why I say it's very hard. It's harder to get through grief over a friend than a family member, being that there was no obligation for us to bond. There was no obligation for us to be friends. There was no obligation for us to hang out. But I tell you, this is probably the best friend group that you can have, because guess what? Y'all see each other 5 days a week. Y'all here for 7-8 hours a day. So continue to learn from each other. Continue to build on each other, because you never know when the person next to you won't be here. It's rough seeing your friend lowered into a casket. I'm sorry I'm getting deep on y'all, but I gotta be real with y'all. I'm not here to collar things up, because that's not how the world is. The world is raw. It's real. Seeing my friend lowered in that casket, seeing him smiling, thinking it's a prank, but at the end of the day, I had to see him lowered into the ground. It's hard. And then that made me really recollect on the first time I experienced grief. So take advantage of the friendships and the family relationships that you have, because you never know when it'll be your last time talking to them.
And then also, to piggyback off what he said, it also drove me to become an author, because I lost one of my closest friends. He was 15, by the way, and I was 18, so we were young kids. And dealing with the grief, I didn't know how to wait to express it to anyone, so since I couldn't express it, I just started writing it down. And when I published my first book, that was the first book that I published that actually did a bestseller. So after that first bestseller, I just kept going on with it. So every time, all the pain and turmoil that I went through, I just put it into my art. So for all y'all who want to be artists, you can definitely turn your pain into something beautiful. So always remember that.
It's not this topic cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, let me tell y'all how crazy these were to get. But long story short, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart